see out here, street style, it's everything. Let's show them who's in charge. It's the takeover.
They call me FLACKO and don't play no more. That Drake and you bandana on my head. Ain't no strings up on my drink.
I'd rather put money on my grandmother.
I ain't ducking money, I ain't ducking bullets either. I ain't ducked short since I became vegan. Probably ducked season, try to pay before the season. Probably ducked off in a quiet place with your breezy. Probably shades, probably white, couldn't see him.
And you driving like you stole it. I like your style.
I would like to dedicate to the scar on my face. All the stars in the globe. Where is your Scarface?
That's how you do it? See, I was rooting for you too, man. You made me proud.
Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Rocket Underground Week 10. Gearing up for the playoffs. Couple spicy matchups for everybody here tonight. I'm Wasabiaki. I will be your host. Joining me in the box is the one and only Panda. Panda, how are you tonight?
I'm doing quite well tonight, just chilling and going to enjoy casting some Arcade to You matches.
Oh, yep, absolutely. Yeah, we got two great teams, a AL matchup against the Mustangs and the Hornets. Mustangs are already locked in for the playoffs. They're just playing for a better seed. Currently, they are sitting in the 6th seed. Hornets need to win this series. At least 3-1, and then hope that the Vipers lose their series at least 1-3, for them to get into the playoffs. If the Vipers go 2 or 3, or if the Hornets go 2 and 3, the Hornets are out. So the Hornets, they need to close this matchup up fast and early. Like I said, they really only have a 1-game buffer to work with here if they want to see their playoff dreams come to fruition. Mustangs, again, already in the playoffs, just trying to see if they can get better set up for maybe a little easier of a matchup moving forward. The last time that these guys played each other was in week 3. Mustangs did sweep the Hornets 3-0 and outscored them 13-5. Mustangs and Hornets both have players that have hit that 6 series max and will not be eligible to play in tonight's game. That will be the Joker for the Mustangs and Brandon Red 0298 for the Hornets. So both of those players hitting that salary cap. Oh, Goon. Gotcha. Goon and the Joker. So both those players have hit that 6-game salary cap. Or game cap, so they will not be able to touch the field tonight. The team's bringing in a really nice matchup, I would say. We have Astarte and Sergeant Ninja for the Mustangs, and Grinch and Meathead for the Hornets. Everything's on the line kind of right here for the Hornets, so do or die. They got one player out. I don't know, Panda, do you think they're able to get this popping, or you think the Mustangs are going to sweep them again and just solidify themselves a little higher of a seat?
I mean, we saw a extremely similar situation in JL with Hornets versus the Mustangs last week or the week before. I think it was Mustangs versus someone. I think it was the Hornets or the Paladins. Similar situation except reverse. The Mustangs were 2-6 while the other team was like 6-2 or something like that. It was just a very diverse, it was looking very not good for the Mustangs. The last time that the two teams had played, it was just a similar situation, 12-6 outshot, but then the Mustangs ended up coming back and winning 3-1 in that JL match. So I think the Hornets could be in a similar situation where they could, maybe statistics wise may not look the greatest, but they could bring it back and absolutely dominate the Mustangs. So I don't. Sorry.
No, go ahead. You can finish your thought. I apologize.
Yeah, absolutely good. I think that anything's possible. I don't really know these players, but I think anything is possible.
All right, as we get underway, kickoff did go in favor of the Hornets, and they're able to get a quick Go-ahead goal, 11 seconds off the clock. Nice touch there by the Grinch off the wall. Got it right in front of Starte, trying to get it clear. Gingerly touches it out to the post. Meathead able to follow through and put it away. Hornets coming out strong. Kickoff underway in favor of the Hornets. Ball in Mustang territory. Sergeant Ninja going to take it out of his own corner, try to get it out to about midfield. Is Grinch Gang. Grinch Gang.
Oh,
50 not in his favor. Lucky hits the post though. Meathead able to clear that ball out to about midfield, coming off the ceiling, looking to get something going for the demo. Starte there, able to clear it out. He's got one to beat, bumps Grinch just a little bit. Sergeant Ninja comes in, gets a nice shot, hits the crossbar and goes wide.
absolutely. And now Grinch going to, or tried to start some offense for the Hornets, but ended up turning around, and Ninja tried playing a shot on target, but ended up just going wide. There have been a lot of shooting opportunities already for the Mustangs, and they, it's just been unlucky bounce after unlucky bounce, and hopefully that's not what we see from the Mustangs this series, because you never want to have those kinds of series or those kinds of sessions where you just like have 20 shots on the board, but then all of them hit posts except like 2 of them, so you end up getting outscored.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, like I said, things have been coming out fast and heavy. Hornets staying on the attack, trying to get a shot on goal, saved by Starte. Grinch comes in, 50 in favor of the Mustang. Ball coming out. Ooh, had an open net, but just came up a little short as it hits the inside of the near post. Hornets now taking the ball back down into Mustang territory. Got a clear across the front of the net. Nobody home. Mustang's going to clear it into the Hornets' nest. Starte gets a touch over over Grinch, and Meathead and Grinch now chasing the ball back down in Mustang territory. And just sets up, but comes up just a little short. They didn't get a proper power slide there. Kind of threw him into the wall. Left the net wide open. Meathead's going to come in, gets it past the Starte, and the Hornets are now sitting 2-0 almost midway through this game.
Absolutely. And, it's looking really good for the Hornets right now. They have a lot of goals on net. They're doing great. That's another shot just wide for the Mustangs again. That's just absolutely heartbreaking to see, but they're not done yet as Sergeant Ninja tries pushing the issue a little bit, but gets sent away over to Astarte, who's going to put a shot on, but Grinch has the save there. Sergeant Ninja tries to put on another shot, but ends up getting saved away, as now Grinch trying to put on a shot, but it's an easy save away for the Mustangs. But Meathead is able to be there to collect, and is now chasing down Sergeant Ninja, maybe trying to clear an opening for his teammate, but Astarte is able to collect there, and now it goes middle over to Grinch Gang. Grinch Gang not able to put a solid shot, but he's going to follow it over into the Mustangs corner on a kind of open net a little bit, but Astarte was able to get a solid enough clear that Hornets were not able to capitalize, but they still lead 2-0 with just over 2 minutes remaining, or over 1 minute remaining.
Yeah, I mean, Hornets coming out strong. Mustangs are getting shot opportunities. I mean, their accuracy is just a little off. I mean, they easily could be sitting at 3 goals like the Hornets find themselves now, as Grinch and Meathead put a fantastic play together. Grinch gets a nice touch, which goes over Sergeant Ninja, and he's just going to let that bounce on home. Hornets up 3-0, 1:35 left. Game number 1. If you're just tuning in, hello, how are ya, everybody? Chilling out there in fantasy land. We have a great matchup going on now against our AL Hornets and Mustangs. Hornets competing for a playoff spot. Mustangs already solidifying, looking for better seeding. Hornets coming out here, putting on a show, kind of setting the dominance and the speed of the match. Mustangs, again, in their own right, have had plenty of shot opportunities, but the accuracy of them just coming up a little short. I don't know if it's, because they already know that they're in, that they don't care if they make the shots, or if they're just, first game jitters being on stream, but you know, I'm expecting to see a little bit more out of the Mustangs as the series progresses. Again, the Hornets need to do everything they can to keep the Mustangs from winning more than one game. So they're looking to close this out. Coming up, fast and
Oh!
strong. Oh, and a missed touch there by Starte. He's going to own goal, giving the Hornets a 4-goal lead.
That is absolutely just unfortunate coming out from the side of the Mustangs. You know, every single most, not every single, but most matches that I've casted for RKT recently, first game usually looks pretty dominant by one team, but by the end of it, it ends up just completely flipping on its head, and then the other team comes back in 4 or comes back in 5. It just usually first game jitters. The team that usually goes down is, we'll say, like you said, having those first game jitters, and maybe also just testing out the offense of the other team to see, you know, what all the different varieties of shots they can have.
Yeah, as that game comes to a close, Hornets are going to find themselves 1 game up, 2 away from shutting out this series, and possibly giving themselves a playoff berth. Um, Pretty close game all around. Like I said, Mustangs did have more shots, um, which is funny because the Hornets only had 4 shots all game with 4 goals. But the accuracy levels, you know, 3 for 3, one on one. Mustangs had 7 shots total, 3 coming from Astarte, 4 coming out of Sergeant Ninja. Neither one of them able to put a single goal in. Um, you know, again, first game. I know the Mustangs, especially the AL Mustangs, you know, they are a pretty solid team and have been for the contention of the season. I am expecting them to be able to pick this up and come back, give us a little bit more of a head-to-head action, more than a, I would say, a Hornet ass whooping upon the Mustangs. But I mean, even the Mustangs felt so defeated themselves that they had to help the Hornets by putting in a goal of their own against themselves. Game number 2 underway. And Astarte coming out dominant off a kickoff, doing something that they couldn't do the entire first game and putting one in the back of the net. Catches Grinch on the reverse, and he's able to slot it over top of him. 6 seconds off the clock, 1 goal to the Mustangs. Kickoff in favor, again, of the Mustangs. Astarte is going to take it back off the sidewall. Sergeant Ninja unable to get a touch, but Hornets put it right back in their path. Now Astarte floating it to Ninja. Ninja did not go for the touch as Grinch came in to block that. Good call on the Mustangs there. Taking it back to their own corner and then trying to push it out midfield. Intercepted by Grinch, who gets a touch out to Meathead. Meathead's going to get the ball across the front of the Mustangs net, and that's going to hit just outside of the post, go right into the corner, and be 50. Unfortunately, 50 there for the Hornets. Able to recover, though. Meathead's going to put it back into the Mustangs area. Bad touch there. Could have been a good capitalization for the Hornets. Unfortunately, they just going to push it a little wide there. Try to regain some composure. Again, Mustang's going to kick it into Hornet territory. And Meathead's going to try and work it out of his own corner.
Absolutely, and now Grinch King going to take some control, maybe do something a little fancy with it. Nope, it's just going to try and go for a dribble play, but it doesn't really go very far. As Astarte trying to put on another shot, maybe a pass over to Sergeant Ninja, but it's able to be 50 away. That's a big miss, though. And Sergeant Ninja should have an open net, but he was just too slow, and Grinch King was able to get it back and save it. That was almost a great double tap coming out from Astarte, but Hornets defense just proving to be a little bit better right now, as they already have saved some amazing shots. They have 3 shots, or 3 saves in total between the Mustangs' 5 shots, and they're just doing amazing right now on the end of defense. they're going to be tested again on defense as Astarte is trying to put on a passing play for his teammate, but it's able to be saved away and cleared up by Grinch Gang, and Grinch Gang is able to put a very solid and successful shot onto the Mustangs net, and now it is tied with 2 minutes and 54 seconds remaining.
Yeah, that was a great block there by Meathead. I mean, he got just enough on it to slow it down. Better read by Grinch Game. He's able to beat the Mustangs to that ball, get it past them, get the equalizer in. Again, Hornets can only afford to let the Mustangs win one game. And again, we do play best of 5, so first to 3 wins the series. You know, they are doing everything they can to fight back and, like I said, give themselves that playoff berth that everybody wants. As Astarte tries to clear that away, Meathead shows a little fancy dribbling there and is able to get the go-ahead goal, putting them up by 1 with 2:27 left in game number 2.
You know, I think this is great coming out from the Mustangs. They're looking a lot more confident. Their shots do look a lot more potent this game. They've been able to score a goal, and the Hornets have only been able to score 2 compared to, you know, the onslaught of goals that they scored last game. So I definitely think that the Mustangs' defense as well as offense has definitely improved this game, and so I think that this is definitely a more head-to-head situation and gonna be a lot closer of a match. But Grinch Gang trying to prove me wrong, and it's like, nope, we're gonna make sure to shut this game out as well.
Astarte got hung up, missed the boost, turned back around for it, kind of hung him up in the corner just a little bit, just enough for Grinch Gang to get to the opposite side of the ball. You know, Astarte did get back in time, but Grinch just had the angle and was able to force the ball in. You know, Hornets now up by 2, 1:47 left in this game. As you were saying earlier, yes, Mustangs definitely have tightened up their defense and have started to get a little bit faster on the transitions into defense to offense. I think that was being, you know, forcing the Hornets to kind of have to sit for a couple minutes and give, you know, to observe and see what the Mustangs were doing to see how they wanted to come back and play this. The last couple 20-30 seconds of this game, you know, they finally picked it up, put a couple goals in, tied it, you know, actually, what, it's 3 unanswered goals. 3 unanswered goals coming from the Hornets.
Ooh. Gotta be
4
maybe?
Meathead's gonna kick it around the horn, gets it past Astarte, ball floating. Sergeant Ninja gets up, Grinch gets a touch though. He's gonna keep it in the Mustang half. Just waiting to see which team's gonna get to it first. It's Astarte. Grinch comes in with a fantastic save, kicks it to his corner, gets it past both of the defenders. Now it is a one-on-one situation.
Ooh.
Astarte gets the touch there. That could have been dangerous. Able to get back was Astarte, and he gets a nice shot. Meathead has to go into the goal to save that one. Sergeant Ninja comes off of the rebound sidewall, puts it in, giving this Mustang team a little bit of hope, dropping that lead only down to 1 now, 29 seconds. Great read by Sergeant Ninja coming off the sidewall there.
Absolutely. I mean, just caught the Hornets defense way off guard. I mean, even in JL and maybe EL, that would have caught the defense off guard a little bit, because, you know, it's just off of a shot. So like, who has the gall or the boost to be able to go for a shot off the sidewall like that? But I guess Sergeant Ninja does, and he is very successful. As now that ball just slowly rolls into the Hornets net. It was just a little awkward for Meathead, and he wasn't able to catch up to the ball in time. And now the Mustangs tie up what was 3 unanswered goals, has now been tied up with 9 seconds left.
Yeah, Mustangs come back with 2 unanswered of themselves to tie the game up. 4 seconds left. Hornets have the ball in the territory. They keep the ball up. Sergeant Ninja is just going to kill it. We go to our first overtime of the series. Who do you have to win, Panda?
I think that if Hornets can keep up their offense and put on a good enough shot, I definitely think that they can have it as long as they don't own goal there. That scared me a little bit, not gonna lie.
A little miscommunication there coming out of the Hornets backfield. I think they have it under control now as they now have the ball safely in the Mustang territory. 50 coming from Meathead and Sergeant Ninja in favor of Sergeant Ninja. Gets it down to the Hornets territory. Starte going to take it across the net off the corner, trying to put it back around. Grinch is going to intercept, try to put it up the wall. Starte, great rotation to put it back in. Kicks it out to Ninja. Ninja kicks it back out to Astarte. Ooh, Sergeant Ninja takes a shot, deflect it back to about midfield. Astarte tries to stop that. Meathead's going to come in and demo him, hit it off the back wall. Sergeant Ninja getting back in time to clear it out to the sidewall. Grinch Gang and Sergeant Ninja now bumping Astarte out of his way. He's going to take it up the middle of the field. Meathead's going to put it back in, and Demo Astarte, who takes the ball across midfield. Sergeant Ninja doing everything he can to keep the ball in the Hornets half while his teammate respawns and gets situated. Now Starte working out of his own corner. Meathead's going to get the ball across midfield. Grinch misreads. Sergeant Ninja able to get the ball up into Hornets territory. Demo on one. Starte is going to put it off the back wall. Ninja's going to put it backside for him. Starte coming across. Can't get the dunk as it's cleared away by Meathead. Meathead looking to get a little boost of his own. Gets it past one. And the Demo. He's just going to finish it. And the Hornets are going to take game number 2.
That was a great play coming out from Meathead right there. Was able to get the demo on Sergeant Ninja, and Astarte was just a little bit too slow rotating back to that back post and wasn't able to get there in time. And so Meathead just launched it home, and now Hornets are on triple match point.
I'm gonna give that to Meathead. Not only was he smart enough to to use the time that the Mustangs gave him so much time there. He was able to go off ball track to get the side boost, get back on the ball, get it down the field, come off the wall. Notice what that had nothing around him. The player came in way too late with no speed and was just like, I'm full boost. Gets the demo, like the greatest demo ever, like fantastic awareness. And with nobody home, like just able to go ahead and close out game number 2. Wow. I mean, like I said, week 3, the Mustangs ran a 3-0 sweep on the Hornets, and the Hornets look like they're trying to get a little bit of redemption with their own 3-0 sweep. Mustangs definitely did pick that up in game number 2, but the Hornets, they stuck to their game. They took their opportunities where they had them, and they just made really, really smart choices on the field. Man, that was a great finish goal to the end of game number 2.
Absolutely. And I mean, we also got to give props to Meathead. He's playing, he's playing week 10. He's trying to face a team that previously has swept his team on a 116 ping as well. Like, he has a constant over 100 ping as being a West player. So, you got to give props to the man. He's making absolute plays while being on a non-home server. You there, Wasabi?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I got distracted for a second. Game underway. Mustangs have the ball taken into Hornet territory. Grinch going to get a touch on there. Keeps it kind of close midfield, but he is able to regain control as he takes it across midfield, gets a pass one, takes it into the corner. Ball comes across midfield to an awaiting Meathead. Meathead with a great catch and follow through as he's going to get the first Hornet goal of game number 3. Wow.
Man.
Wow. The Mustangs left the corral wide open for the Hornets to come in and just make it their home.
Absolutely. I mean, this is definitely, again, on paper, this is definitely a flip around of what everyone was probably expecting. But I mean, this is week 10. All of these players are absolutely going to try their hardest to make sure that they can win. And I mean, for the Mustangs, what I think may be killing them is that maybe their best players are the ones who have already played all 6 series to lock in that playoffs. Is that's a great shot though from Sergeant Ninja. He said, "Hey, I'm still a good player. I can still make plays as well," and he's able to receive a great air dribble pass coming out from Astarte to tie up the game.
Yeah, definitely. Great touch there. Able to get it past the Hornets defense. Tie it up. Game's still early. Series is still early as well. Hornets sitting on game point, but there is always the potential for the reverse sweep. Or even if they lose the series, again, as we stated, the Mustangs are already in playoff contention. At this point, they are just playing for a better seat. As long as they beat the Hornets by 2 games, it kind of kills the Hornets' chances of making the playoffs. I'm almost positive that it puts them out. Dunsky not coming back ever. Done. But we'll see what happens here as Astarte is able to find himself another goal, taking the Mustangs up by 1. Astarte getting the ball past Grinch Gang, unable to get it past Meathead, but there is a waiting Sergeant Ninja who bleeps it, and he gets it past. Ooh. Great read by Meathead to get a shot on goal there. Great recovery by Sergeant Ninja to get the save, stopping the Hornets from tying this game up. Mustangs now working the ball in Hornets territory. It's going to try to get cleared out by Grinch Gang, but put back in by the Mustangs. Sergeant Ninja working the ball midfield out of his own territory. Hands it off to Astarte. Astarte coming off the wall. Goes for a fake. Meathead and Grinch Gang team up to get the ball back across midfield. Oh, great block by Sergeant Ninja to keep it in. He misses the touch off the corner, but so do the Hornets. He gets it past 1. Astarte's too far back.
Oh no, that hopefully that does not come back to bite them. That's absolutely devastating, just not having that trust, or maybe just not wanting to overextend, but Astarte made up for it by putting a absolute banger of a shot and just leading the Mustangs by 2.
Yeah, great shot. Way to come off. Bring the team up by 2. The Mustangs are definitely not out of this game. Kickoff underway in favor of the Mustangs. They get the ball, and it's given right back to the Hornets. Hornets take it into Mustang territory. Astarte is going to take that into the corner. He's going to clear it all the way back down into the Hornet zone. Trying to come off the wall, looking to get the touch midfield to his teammate, unable to do so. Great stop there, but Astarte touches the ball, pushing it back into his own territory on rotation. Hornets are definitely going to take full advantage of that slight mistake there. Meathead now working the ball across midfield. Nobody home as he set up a perfect opportunity to solidify themselves a goal. Ball kicked up high by the Mustang. Grinch going to come in with the bounce touch. He's going to get himself a goal. Hornets doing everything they can to close this series out here and try to find themselves a playoff chance. Down by 1 with 1:35 on the clock. Hornets, Mustangs, both going head to head. Definitely a different Mustang team than what we saw in the first game. Hornets been playing pretty consistent and solid. All 3 games, they set up a nice little give and go there. Grinch gets a shot. Just not enough pepper on it. As I say that, the ball with even less pepper by Meathead trickles its way into the goal to tie up this game. The Hornets aren't out of it yet. The Mustangs need to pick up the slack. 1:18 left on the clock. Again, Mustangs already in playoffs. But, if they give the Hornets an opportunity to get themselves into the playoffs and they end up having to fight them in the playoffs again, it may not go in their favor. This could be a detriment to them not closing out this series on top. But again, Hornets doing everything they can to keep their playoff dreams and hopes alive. Now they're working the ball into the Mustang territory. Grinch looking to get it across midfield, but Astarte is going to get it all the way out to about mid. Gets a shot on net. Meathead's just going to clear it out 50. Sergeant Ninja's going to pick it up. He gets it through. He does not. Hornets recover in time to get the ball about midfield. Starte now just going to push it into his own corner, hoping to slow the Hornets down just a little bit. Grinch takes a shot on goal, but it goes slightly to the inside post and bounces out in Mustang favor. And Sergeant Ninja's going to pick up the rebound and just have enough boost to stay in front of Meathead to get the Mustangs up by 1 with 26 seconds left on the clock.
Man, I step away for a minute to go and check on something while the Hornets were down by 2, and I come back and they're up, and now they're down again. I mean, this must have been a crazy roller coaster of a game to cast.
Yeah, it's definitely been back and forth between the two. Just an unfortunate mistake there by the Hornets. Let the Mustangs come in and capitalize, or we would have been going to the second overtime of this game as the ball's going to touch the ground and the Mustangs are going to find their first win of the series. Hard fought there by the Mustangs, keeping it close, being able to tie and then get the go ahead. Hornets were definitely looking to close that out and done with it. Unfortunate there for them, but that is the maximum amount of losses that they can take in this series if they want to find themselves any type of a playoff chance. It's kind of a do or die for the Hornets here. They need to win the series and hopefully have the Vipers mess up and lose more games than they win to solidify themselves a playoff berth, or the Mustangs win this game. We go to a game 5. Hornets could no, we don't go to a game 5. Yep, we go to a game 5.
Yeah,
No,
we go to a game 5.
Yep, Mustangs win here. We go to a game 5. Hornets still could win the series, but that would still put them out of playoff contention. So this game right here is probably the most crucial, pivotal game for the Hornets. Definitely a situation they did not want to be in, but here we go, finding ourselves in game number 4.
I mean, realistically, like the mental that I would have if I was the Hornets, I would think of this game as a game 5, as like, okay, this is the final match. We have to win this, or we basically lost. Like I know that might be a little bit harsh and negative of a perception to put on the match, but it's like you can't be like, oh, we can lose this one and then we're still in the series. It's like, no, you lose this, you're out of playoffs, you're done for the season.
Yeah, your season's done. It is
Yeah.
win or go home right here.
Absolutely, and they're done till I think like what season 3 is not till almost winter time, so it'll definitely be rough on the side of the Hornets.
Winter be coming, Panda. As game number 4 gets underway, Mustangs working the ball out of their own corner. Grinchgang going to pick that up across midfield. Sergeant Ninja going to get a better touch, get it past him down into the Hornet zone, gets it around the horn. Unfortunate for him, Meathead was there to clear it all the way back down to the Mustangs, awaiting a starte as he is now taking the ball back into his own corner to his teammate, Sergeant Ninja. He's going to clear it out midfield. Meathead gets a bad touch, or maybe just trying to change the field. However the case may be, he gets his own touch into the Mustang zone, waiting for his teammate who's going to come in. Gets a shot on goal again, just a little wide, and a starte is going to do a little fancy there as he bounce dribbles in the air over both of the Hornets. Puts it right behind them into the net. Mustangs take their first goal of game number 4.
That is not something you want to see if you're the Hornets. I mean, Starte kind of coming alive on the mechanics side, especially for being an AL player. He's definitely coming alive on the mechanics, but Meathead said, I don't need mechanics. I can stay to my fundamentals, and I can still score. As he gets a goal with just a couple seconds later after the last one to tie it up.
Yeah, I mean, great read there. Sargent had to wait for the ball to come back down in order to control it. Meathead just read it right off the top of his car. He was able to get that kiss off the post in his favor, giving the tying, the equalizer, the The 0-0, as you may, goal on the game, putting the Hornets back in a position of closing this game out. You know, it's always a lot easier, I feel, you know, being tied, feeling like the pressure's off you versus being down by one, especially one goal. It's like the worst being down by one goal. I feel like it puts the most pressure on you. It's like, we know we can score one goal, and you're just trying, and you're fighting, and you're pushing, and nothing you're doing is working, and you're getting frustrated. But, you know, when it's all tied up, you know, you can just take that breath like, all right, we have this. You know, if we could keep it up, at least we could go into an overtime, which is something the Hornets do not want to do, because Meathead is going to get a touch, which rotates it back to the back onto the Mustangs backboard. Astarte tries to clear it out, and Grinch Gang gonna read it right off the wall into the back of the net, putting the Hornets up by 1. 3:10 left in this game.
Absolutely. And, you know, I think that it has been absolutely great from the Hornets so far. They have definitely, you know, been fighting. They've been pushing to close out this game, and they really just do not want to give it up. As that's a great demo coming out from Astarte, and Astarte trying to set up some offense for the Mustangs, but Grinch Gang now on the attack isn't able to get as strong of a touch as maybe he was wanting, but it bounces out middle for Meathead, but he does not go for it. And so we go back to the Hornet side as Astarte puts a shot on, but it's not in. It rolls out. It hits post and rolls out. And Hornets stay ahead with 2 minutes and 17 seconds remaining.
Oh, he went for the demo thinking it was going to stay in, and it rolled out, and he couldn't get back to finish it. They cleared it out. Oh man.
Hurts.
I know, heard my voice cracked on that. That was hurtful. And then Meathead just going to try and dump it past both of the Mustang defenders. Luckily, Sergeant Ninja was there to stop that from going in, as he's going to try and work it up midfield. Ball floating. Astarte comes in for the shot. Ooh. Again wide. Sergeant Ninja comes in with again another fantastic shot opportunity that just goes wide.
Oh, that hurts. It's like game one all over again. Just shot after shot, all going off the post. I mean, you know, if you're the Hornets, one of the best advice that I got a couple years ago from an SSL friend that I competed with. Oh my god, that's just a nasty goal from Astarte, intentional or not. That was just a great dunk.
I wanna watch the replay real quick. No, he followed with that. That's fantastic. He followed with that intentionally. Did get. I don't think he intentionally knew the ball was going to end up there, but I mean that was the way he intentionally went to put his car. You know, great save.
Oh.
Ooh.
Okay.
Okay, Astarte, F your goal. Sergeant Ninja said he wants us talking about his, as he is going to get the beat past Grinch Gang off a kickoff and just take the whole thing entirely into the back of the net. Mustangs up by 1:13 left in this game.
Now the Hornets need to press the issue. I was gonna say an SSL taught me that, you know, unless you're behind, you don't need to, you know, press the ball like you're pressing an issue if there's no issue to press. But right now, the Hornets have an issue to press again, as now they find themselves behind with only 50 seconds left. And yeah, they really need to find some good offense here and now if they want to stay alive in playoff contention.
Yeah, I mean, they're doing everything they can there, but the Mustangs have now tightened up their defense. Sergeant Ninja just sat in the net the entire time waiting for the shot on goal. French Gang working the ball into the Mustang territory, trying to throw the Mustangs off a little bit. Touch went a little wider than I thought he may have anticipated it going. Meathead trying to do something with the touch from Grinch. That's going to be cleared back into the Hornet zone by the Mustangs. Hornets go back. They recollect the ball. They are now on the attack to put. Oh, and
no!
Block by Sergeant Ninja, because that shot was coming in fast, fierce, and Astarte on the rebound is going to solidify the Mustangs' win of this game with 2 seconds left, up by 2. No way for the Hornets to come back from this. pretty
It is
sure.
possible. It is, because you can get kickoff goals within 1 second. But 2 1 second kickoff goals, just, it ain't happening.
They don't do it. 1-2.
Yeah. It's just, wow. Hornets started off so strong in this series, and now they're just out of playoffs completely. And in risk of getting reverse swept to kick them out of playoffs.
Ooh, I know if you're a Mustangs fan out there, you are running to the kitchen and pulling that broom out of the closet. The reverse sweep is alive. It is well. Both teams sitting on match point. Winner of this next game, game number 5, the 5th game of the first series. We've gone to all 5. I honestly thought this was going to be done in 4 at the least. I was sadly mistaken. And wow, Mustangs did a real great job there, not only getting out and setting the pace for the game with the first goal, but keeping up with the intensity and the pressure from the Hornets, stopping them at every opportunity that they could. And then on top of that, setting up counterattacks and being able to sneak out another win. Um, After those first 2 games, I really thought that they were kind of down and out for the count. Like, you know, they were just gonna accept the defeat of this series to the Hornets and take their chances down the road. I love the turnaround that I've been seeing from the Mustangs. I guess they just needed a couple games to get warmed up. With hot hands, though, the start of game number 5, is going to get a nice shot off the backboard to land right in front of his teammate, Sergeant Ninja, who is going to capitalize on that fantastic pass and give the Mustangs, yet again, the first goal of the game with 4:43 left.
I kind of wonder if, and I really hope this isn't the case. I hope that the Hornets still fight, but I wonder that now that the Hornets AL season is over, I wonder if the Hornets are maybe not going to try as hard, or maybe just kind of lie over and just let this game lay where it may and not try as hard as they were previously.
No, I think now that it's 2-2, they definitely going to want to win this series. They want to show who the better team is. You want those bragging rights. Plus, records do kind of, I don't know if they're doing a draft lottery or how we're going about it again this season, but, always better to have a win on your record than a loss. So, yeah, as defeated or deflated as they may be at the moment, I don't expect the intensity of the Hornets to drop in the slightest. If anything, I anticipate it being picked up in the last few minutes of the game, just to solidify themselves a victory as they... Ooh! Great shot to try and put it cross net, but Astarte was there with the save. Mustangs definitely looking like the more dominant team in this game 5, but again, Hornets still keeping the ball in Mustang territory, giving it everything that they have. As Meatloaf is going to try and set up a nice little passy pass there for Grinch, but that is cleared away by Sergeant Ninja, who picks it up midfield, gets it past Grinch Gang, gets it under Meathead, gets the and then he hands it off to Meathead, who's gonna take it all the way down to the Mustangs zone, where Astarte looks like he is playing permanent goalie, and Meathead gets a missed touch there, can't control it the way he wants to, ends up putting it in his own goal, and we have the Mustangs up 3-0.
I don't know how to feel about that, how to really comment on the last 30 seconds of gameplay I saw there from both teams. I think, yeah, that about describes it. Just, yeah, I think the Mustangs took this game, took the series, got the reverse sweep. It ain't looking good for the Hornets.
They're only down by 4. There's 3:08 on the clock. I'm a believer of the underdog story. I feel they can turn this around. And Meathead's gonna do that by getting a nice touch up in the air, and then he's gonna come out of the corner. Look, see, he's looking for his teammate. but he wasn't there. And Astarte is going to take it down midfield. But Grinch is there with the 50. It comes off the wall, and he goes up. But Astarte is going to clear it away to the corner, and Meathead's going to pick it up. And it just went on the ground and went down. I feel so deflated myself right now.
Yeah. It was looking so good for the Hornets. I mean, they were doing so well, and then just in these last two matches, they just lost by the smallest margin. It's just a little upsetting to see. But it is alright, as gameplay still continues. Sergeant Ninja trying to continue the offense for the Mustangs right now, and trying to add on to that goal, to the goal amount, as he puts on another shot from a pass from Astarte, but he isn't able to put it on target. Now Astarte playing on another pass middle to Sergeant Ninja. It might go in, but it just gets hit wide. And it's just an absolute onslaught of shots coming out from the Mustangs. And that's a nice pass middle above both Hornet defenders. Sergeant Ninja collects. It has just, no offense to the Hornets, but it's just absolutely completely fallen apart. I think they're doing, like I said, I think they're kind of just lying over and letting this game lay where it may at this point.
Yeah, I mean, I could chalk the first one up to miscommunication. I mean, the rotations there were just real sloppy, bumping into each other, giving the Mustangs an opportunity at an easy goal. I still don't want to believe that they're, well, never, I don't, yep. And the Mustangs are now getting beat by Meathead as he puts a shot on net. It goes slightly wide. Grinch goes up, but misses. Sergeant Ninja's going to take a shot on net. That is picked up by Meathead. Meathead's going to try and 50 for a ball in the net, but it is cleared away by Sergeant Ninja. Sergeant Ninja gets the pinch that he needed to push the ball back into the Hornet zone. Meathead's going to try and punch it out of his own corner. 50 by Astarte. French Gang misses the ball. Sergeant Ninja's going to pick it up and let Meathead try and clear it out of the zone, but Astarte drops it in front of the net. Nice touch by Grinch Gang to clear it away from Sergeant Ninja. And now Meathead is working the ball in the Mustang zone, gets it around the horn.
Oh.
Miscommunication there as he bumps into his own teammate trying to make the turn on the center. And Mustangs are just trying to burn some time here, it looks like. About 12 seconds left in this game, up by 5. Hornets take a shot on net. It goes wide.
Yep,
Mustangs are going to clear it all the way down to the other end. The Mustangs are going to finish this game out with a score of 6-0.
That's an ouch. You really got to feel for the Hornets right there. I mean, they were so close to making it to the playoffs, and then they get shut out by 1 goal in game number 4, then 2 goals in game 3, and then 2 goals in game number 4, and now 6 goals in game number 5 as Mustangs officially kill the Hornets AL season.
Yep, Mustangs with the reverse sweep. Hornets came out real strong the first 2 games. Mustangs, I guess, got their gameplay under control, and they were able to capitalize on basically everything that the Hornets were doing from games 3, 4, and 5. And they're going to find themselves the winner of this series and the bestest of the Hornets and the killer of their season.